What's good, y'all, boys? We're back today, man. I know yesterday we had a gameplay that kind of like blew up in our face. It turned into a little bit of rant of how bad Geno Smith was, but I think his price is indicative of it. I think, let me see. Yeah, where you at? These prices dropped by 100K, so I guess I wasn't the only one who had a little issue with them. But today, man, we got another video. Today we're going over the top 10 cornerbacks in the game, man. I feel like finally, the cornerback position got enough love that we could finally make a video on these guys, man. Because early on, man, the cornerback position was in the mud, man. It was on like 3 corners in the game that were worth a grand of salt. It was hard to get them, but now we got more accessible corners, especially with the most recent drop. A lot of the cornerback market took a huge dip. So yeah, coin set up. You needed a corner. This is the perfect time to go try to grab one. But I ain't gonna got too much drum to do. Let's get straight into our list today. First up, I want to give a little bit of honorable mention to Kobe Bryant. The reason I'm honorable mention because not everybody was able to get him, especially if you didn't do the season 1 pass, and because he was like an option, so you weren't guaranteed to have him anyway. And also because while his stats are like speed wise are great, and his zone coverage and press pretty, zone coverage is great, the press is solid. He's pretty one dimensional in the man coverage. Only has 79 man. He's boosted to 80 with the Kim, but having 79 man and 89 overall does have to bring him down on the list. But if you have him, I think he definitely should be worthy of being on the list. If he was a guy you chose, you don't have a problem having him out there. He has 89 speed, 87 acceleration, at 6', 170. It's just, I think he's just more of a corner you got to have in a specific scheme. And right now, that scheme isn't, the most prevalent in the game right now. The zone coverage scheme, while it can work, is probably one of the weaker metas in the game right now. Because right as the way the games play, you primarily going to run guys in man coverage, so you're going to want to see the man guys over the zone guys. And while his man being in the at 79, even though that's close to 80, 79 is just not what you want to have in a cornerback. At number 10 today, we got Patrick Peterson. And when he first came out, man, he was a huge success. Like, everybody loved him, you know what I'm saying? The LSU guys, the number 7, the works, man. But they did him kind of bad overall. Like, the stats are solid. He's 6'1", 203, so a great size. 87 speed and acceleration. 85 agility. That's great and all. Danny. 87 man is great. 88 press. But they gave him 81 zone, so like I said, he's kind of one-dimensional. And there's a couple, like, well, actually, a few one-dimensional guys, like, if they gave you regardless of, like, they did a lot of, depending on, like, your archetype, you would, like, heavily push one way and versus the other way. So I had to put him a little, there's some other guys that came out before him just because the stats were so close. And, like, they had a certain edge over him that was a little bit more balanced. But, yeah, I think he's going to be our number 10 today. At number 9 today, we got Pat Surtain, 6'2", 202, so a little bit bigger than I got Pat Peterson, 87 speed, 86 acceleration versus 87, so a little bit less acceleration, but the speed still there, the ability to move still there. The man coverage the same, 87, press down too, but he has the plus to the zone coverage. So I feel like he deserved the edge just because they're similar size, and like it's just like incremental difference what you take for more granted, like acceleration versus the zone coverage. And I think the boost of the zone, even though probably won't have the biggest difference on the way the game feels, they're very interchangeable for the number 9 and 10 spot. And at number 8 spot today, we got Daren Porter. 6'4", 195. So he's a good size. He's the tallest cornerback on this list, I'm pretty sure. 88 speed, 89 cell, and good agility at 87. The jump is really low, but the height of being at 6'4", I feel like could probably make up for that. Good play rate, great man coverage, actually. At 90 man, I think he's the only cornerback on this list with 90 man coverage. He has 80 zone, 82 press. So the press is low, which kind of like counteracts him having great man at 90. And with 80 zone, I feel like I was saying earlier, like with the other two cards, he's one or the other, and he's like far into the other. So I feel like he had to like get him a little bit of a downside, even though he's one of the faster cards on this list. Like it's going to be a cards on this list that's slower than him, but I had to understand a feeling just because they were more balanced, they could do more of the same thing. But I do feel like he deserves a little bit of grace with that 90, but the little bit of physical stats they did kind of cheat him on. At number 7 today, we got Sauce Gardner, 6'3", 200, 87 speed, 87 acceleration. So like I said earlier, with our last entry, he's a speed slower than Daren Porter, but he does have much balance with man in zone coverage. They see at 86 man and 87 zone. So he doesn't have like a super high echelon or either one. They're both above 85 with the 86 and 87 respectively. So I feel like, he in both schemes regardless, or in a hybrid scheme where you were on both, he fits the meta more. And just because he has the athletic ability, he's -1 speed point, so if the speed matters to you that much, like you're just a strict man guy, you just gonna sit in man blitz all game, I guess you could go with Daren Porter over. This is for a guy who can play a more, different kind of schemes, different kind of defenses, and he still has success for you out there. And our number 6 thought today, we got that man, a key to lead, man. Kansas guy, 6'1", 209. So he really another really solid size, man. 88 speed, 80 excel, 86 agility, 85 jump, 88 man, 83 cornerbacks in this game. He specializes in his archetype, man. So he's 88 speed and 80 excel, so that's great. Good press at 86, 88 man coverage. So as a Drake's a man coverage corner, he's one of the best in the game. It's 83 zone, so it's kind of close to the edge. You would like it to be like 84, 85, or 84 if you got the strat cards. So you boosted 85, but 83 still solid. I still take it over some of the other guys on the list. I put him over Sauce just because he specializes in one thing, and he can be a little bit more versatile. You know, his catching solid, so he can play in a little bit better position, though he probably will struggle a little bit in zone. But everybody struggles in zone just a little bit. But I feel like having, you know, a better specialty in just the man coverage, being able to fit it up a little bit better, gives him the edge over Daren Porter. So yeah, I had to have him a little bit higher on the list. At number 5 today, we got that man Agar, 6 foot, 175, 89 speed, 89 acceleration, 89 agility, 89 jump, 86 play rate, 89 man coverage, and 80 zone coverage, 85 press. So like I was going on earlier, he's one of those guys that specializes strictly in man coverage, and that's something you want to run. He's perfect for you. He'll be probably even higher on the list. I was trying to be a little bit more fair because these guys are like so dependent on what kind of, you know, scheme you run. There's not very many like balanced guys who can do both at a kind of elite level. So if you wanted to have him higher on this list because you just like, oh, the game played in the man meta, which I agree with you on, I would say he'd probably be like top 3 on his list, top 2 even, because 89 speed makes him tied for the fastest with two other guys, and he has tied for the highest man. So if you wanted to have him higher, I wouldn't argue with you. I just kind of wanted to be a little bit more fair to those guys who specialize in both, who have a little bit more of a balanced skill set, but I could definitely see why you'd be high on your list. At number 4, we got D'Angelo Hall. He's a new card, man. 5'10", 200, so it's the smallest we've seen, I think, so far. 89 speed, 89 excel, 88 agility, 89 jump, 84 play rate, 84 man, 89 zone, 84 press. So very similar to our last entry. He has a specialty in the zone coverage. He's a little bit more balanced, so you can get that man up to 84, but he's pretty small compared to the other 3 cards on this list. So I had to give him dock him some points for that, and like he is more balanced. It's another guy on this list who's like kind of like one-sided too, but I think him being smaller, and just because I take the count to being a balance, and that's exactly what I was looking for. But his specialty is in zone, which I feel like other 2 is the least important. And like having a man with not being, if he would have had like 86 man coverage, 89 zone, I would have had him probably number 1. But having 84, had to give him a little bit of a dot, well, a pretty big dot actually, him being this low. He's definitely one of the best corners in the game. I just think he's more scheme dependent. At number 3 today, we got Travis Hunter, 6'1", 185, 88 speed, 87 acceleration, 87 agility, 85 jump, 82 play rate, 88 man, 84 zone, and 87 press. So he's like the exact opposite of our guy, D'Angelo Hall. Instead of 89 zone, he has 88 man coverage, and 84 zone versus 84 man. So that's feel like, you know what I'm saying, similar car, similar speed and athleticism, similar press and all that. I think having a man over his own is more important because both of these cars can be boosted. I feel like having just a slight edge in the man coverage there, so just because he's more of a plug and play kind of guy, like you want to get guys who just plug and play anywhere, I feel like he fits that kind of like role a little bit better. But if you were to say you want him and Aiden over, you know, that Travis Hunter, I could definitely understand that. It's just the way I personally view like how important or how easily guys can translate to different schemes. I feel like he translates a little bit easier. Yeah. At number 2 today, Rod Wilson. Y'all boys be a little easy on me, man. I know y'all like, ain't no way he at number 2. Like, I just knew he was at number 1. I think you could definitely argue and be at number 1, but like, I gotta be consistent. Like, I've been harping on about being balanced, and he's pretty imbalanced. Like, he does have the great man. He has the great size at 6 foot, 205, 89 speed and excel, 88 agility, 89 jump, 82 play rate, 89 man coverage, 87 press. 82 zones is gonna be our docking point. I think that zone coverage is gonna hold him back, and I'm gonna stick with my gut, man. I feel like he's a little less plug and play. I think, in my personal opinion, I would rather have Travis Hunter over him. It's just, I know how he get, 89 speed and excel. Can't have all the 89 speed guys and the 88 speed guys. When we make too much sense, but I think double mug, mid blitz, press and go. He's perfect for that, 89 speed, 87 press, 89 man. He's locking up. But the zone coverage, on those rare cases you do run a little bit of zone, he's going to struggle a little bit worse than our next entry. And at our number 1 spot today, Will Johnson. Man, I know a lot of y'all gonna see like this is the oldest card on the game. Why is he number 1? Woody Woo. He's 6'2", 202. He got a slot archetype, which I think is probably the best archetype I had in the game. because I think it allows him to get both, which he does have. He has 89 man coverage and 85 zone, 89 press to go along with it, 88 speed, 87 excel, so he's lower than those high speeded guys, but he has like the perfect combination. Like he meets both top tier press, top tier man, top tier zone. Everything's in the dark green, no light green. That's how the strength still good. It's 78, but like everything's high, man. Good agility, good jump, good play rate. I feel like he's the perfect embodiment of a cornerback. That being said, we just gonna wrap up our video today, man. I know it's a little bit ugly having some old guy, like an old car like Will Johnson at number 1, but I feel like of all the cards that have come out cornerback wise, he still stacks up pretty, you know what I'm saying, officially in the man coverage standpoint, and with the, you know what I'm saying, the speed only being -1 versus the fastest cornerbacks that it just dropped. He still has great press, great man, and great zone, so I feel like he still deserves the number 1 spot, and he's the beast in the run game. If I ain't sure the run game stats, my bad, but like he still feel like the perfect beast of the game. But if any other thing y'all want to let me know, if I messed it up, y'all think I just really screwed it up by having a number 1, let me know down below in the comments. Any other position ranking y'all want to see, let me know. If y'all like the video, leave me a thumbs up, and until next time, I'll see y'all boys.